when I was like 19 or 20, I became a born again Christian. The whole thing was like, oh my God, life's amazing. Jesus is great. And then I ended up falling away from that because I was like, I don't know if this is true. And then I spent the next 5 years dedicated to apologetics, which is defense of faith of the Christian faith. So just learning the arguments around like why Christianity like is true, right? I ended up not believing in it, and I can give a variety of reasons, but I'll give you the simplest one. Hopefully I'm not insulting anyone. This is just my belief that I'm sharing, which is one of the strongest arguments for Christianity against other world religions is that other world religions say like, if you go to the good place, so if you do a good job, you go to the good place, right? And fundamentally it's a hard paradigm because it means that like, at what point are you 51% good versus 49%? Should I have just held one more door open and I would have gone to the good place forever, right? Not even talking about like finite circumstance and creating infinite outcomes, but like whatever. And so if you can draw that line, then it kind of makes it ridiculous, right? It like kind of breaks down on the like be a good person system, right? And so that's all worldviews with the exception of Buddhism and Christianity. With Christianity, they're like, you don't have to be good, you just have to have faith. And if you have faith in Jesus, then you go to the good place, right? And so the reason that for me, fundamentally, I didn't believe in that was because you actually create another false binary, which is believe or not believe, when in reality is to what extent you believe. It's how hard you believe. And again, you create another 50% line, which is should I believe 1% more? And then I would go into the good place forever, right? Mm-hmm. So anyways, the point is that I studied apologetics for a long period of time. And then I was really sad. And I was just like, fuck being sad. I was like, fuck happiness. I was like, I'm just going to do stuff that I think is cool. And that was like the first break in the chain for me. My slogan to myself was actually just fuck happiness. And that was wildly freeing because I stopped judging myself for not being happy. And then I was just like, oh, I'm like, I am unhappy. I'm like, cool, whatever. And I just kept going. And all of a sudden it just like stopped mattering to me. Like, I don't think about it. I genuinely, like, I don't think like, does this make me happy? Does it not? Like, I don't think about it.
You just do what you want to do in the moment.
Just do whatever I feel like doing. And it's not like it's like all short term, like all pleasure seeking, whatever. Like I still have a long term perspective of like, this is what I want to build.
Yeah.
Like I want to write these books. I want to build these courses. I want to do this stuff. But it's like, those are things that I enjoy. So that's what I do.
I love it. That's great.
All right.
I don't have anything to say there.
I mean, I had questions, but now I know the answers to them just based off your...
I'm just listening.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather just listen and not say anything. I know. You know? Like, I don't want to mess it up. But then I created a belief that now I'm going to mess it up. So
God. Why does it matter, man?
Why does it even matter that I messed it up to begin with?
It doesn't. And you can't mess it up.
And then the comments are going to be, Greg messed it up. And then everything in the comments, why does that matter?
I know it's crazy stuff, but like, I think that like, if you want to, like, you can't do what 99% of people are doing if you want to be in the 1%. Yeah. Like, fundamentally. And so, like, you have to have, like, what I would consider, like, maybe uncomfortable conversations. Just be like, that's okay. Like, cool. Like, I'm going to do my thing. And then they're like, and the thing is, a lot of times, if you just make your statements of, like, this is how I believe, like, people feel like you're attacking them. Especially if you articulate it well. Because they're like, well, I don't. I'm like, cool. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, do whatever you want. Like, it's all good to me. And so, which is why I don't talk about it as much publicly.
How about this? Yeah. What bothers you? There's got to be something out there that, like...
I also have another
wasting
question.
my time.
People wasting your time. That's a really good answer.
That's a
great answer, yeah.
It's the only thing I don't have a lot of.
This may seem like a silly question, but if you go to a restaurant and you order something, let's say you order a steak and you order it medium well, and it comes back medium rare.
Yeah.
Do you say something?
It's not worth his time.
No, I don't, actually.
You don't?
No. Why would I? I don't care.
But at the same time, I was like, well, a lot of people would be anxious to say something, and I figured you probably wouldn't care about those emotions, right?
I wouldn't even have an emotion first. I mean, that's such a non. Yeah. I mean, maybe like we have a big ad campaign that's supposed to go out, and like I get all the creatives the day before, and it's supposed to launch. Like, would that annoy me? I'd be like, yes, but let's fix it. You know, like, this is bad. We can't run this. Let's try again. You know. And in the end, it won't matter because we're all going to die, and this money is going to go back to the game. I'll give you this one analogy. This might be a good wrap up. So this is like my mental analogy that I don't know, makes sense to me, which is like, if life were a game, right? And all of us are given a token to like enter like a casino because we're in Vegas, right? And so we all get a token, we enter the casino and we sit down at the table to play poker, right? And everybody's playing, everybody's got cards and all of, we're dealt cards. Everybody's dealt different cards, and we got to play the hand we're dealt. And depending on our level of skill, we amass more and more chips throughout the game, right? And at the end of the game, the difference between the real world and the casino and the game of life, right? In the real world, you go and you can cash out your chips and you walk out with money, and there you go. There's your day. But I feel like in the casino of life, you get tapped on the shoulder by the Grim Reaper, and he says, your time's up. And then all your chips get pushed right back to the middle of the table. And then you leave the casino empty-handed because it was a fake game with fake rules that didn't matter. And so like we accumulate these chips that I'm just going to push back in the middle again that other people are going to play on. And like the reason that analogy became real for me is like I bought this piece of land in Austin, and I was like, that's neat. And then I was like, how many people have owned this piece of land? It's like the guy before me owned it, and the guy before him owned it, and the guy before him owned it. And I was like, and they were like, this is mine. And then they die or they sell it, and someone was like, this is mine. It's like, they're just chips that just get played with, and they just get amassed and then they get redistributed. It just doesn't matter. Like death taxes everybody 100%. So like everyone's like estate planning. It's like, dude, 500 generations from now, like your offspring are, 500 to the, 0.5 or, 1/2 to the 500th power of like diluted. They're basically just humans at that point. So if your wealth somehow is big enough that it can be diluted that much, and last that long, the people who own it are just humans. So they're just as close to me as you are. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter, right? And then the alternative is the people that I'm giving this to are just the ones that I care about are the immediate family. But then when people get resources that they didn't learn how to use or manage, then it destroys them because it's too much potential energy. They can't handle it, right? And so it's like, it's really for nothing. And so like, if you want, you can build something that you think is cool. But like at the end of the day, like we're just going to cash the chips in. So anyways, Alex's worldviews, but
Wow,
It's a great analogy.
just
a lot
stuff.
to think about this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch this.
But like,
Yeah, you know what's funny? I was actually thinking I would.
Yeah,
I
rewatch
never
this.
listen to podcasts over.
No,
I
but
never.
this segment,
I would actually listen to this.
Yeah.
yeah, money, income, net worth, ooh.
Yeah.
Investing, indexes, savings accounts, what credit cards.
That's good.
Jeez, thank you so much.
No,
Thank you,
you're
Alex,
right.
for coming on.
This has been an incredible podcast.
Yeah,
really.
I think so.
I appreciate you having me, and to the audience, like I know that a lot of the stuff that I say can be triggering, and I know that at different points in my life, if I had heard someone say what I'm saying in the position that I am, I would be offended, and I want to make it clear that it's not my intention to do that at all. It's just me sharing beliefs that, as I understand the world, and that is no way projection on you or how you see the world, etc. It's just this is how I see the world, and these are beliefs that serve me well. That helped me overcome a lot of things that I thought mattered.